There's Melting Love again. Anyway, thankfully these two are rather easy. Bacon will be Bad Wolf, fucking a douchebag ass Black Swan. I think this would be the best though. I also, over the course of me retrying, because I had to, I also had to do that twice considering I misclicked and then killed somebody via Letitia. Regardless, came to the realization I don't even need to farm people up. I plan to memory repository because I kind of need to. So, that was a lot of time wasted. It's been quite a while since your first encounter with the abnormalities. I should suppose that you have become a bit more familiar with them. Let me ask you this question again. What do you think abnormalities are? You know, see, that was an interesting one. I didn't get towards rewatching Gebra, so I don't fully know, but yeah, just bizarre. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from people, right? That appeared all of a sudden and then we need to isolate them, do you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought abnormalities came from outside. No, ordeals are out in the back streets and all shit like that. Now, abnormalities, Lobotomy Corporation, I believe, was the first one to find them. Abnormalities are not the evil monsters that you read about in old fairy tales. Well, I mean, some of them are. They are not some supernatural gods that descended upon us to judge our sins either. There is an old river that has been flowing at the very bottom of the world for many an age. It is the source of everything, but has been forgotten by mankind. Oh, hey, Big Bird. And, yeah, fucking, Punishing Bird. Or, not fucking Punishing Bird, fucking Judgment Bird. Nobody knew of its existence, but somewhere in the world there are very small gaps, or holes. It is through those which the river gently finds itself a stream. For instance, strange beings would sometimes crawl out of such a gap somewhere in the Black Forest, located in the outskirts. Okay, so it is in the outskirts. So, but then how did nobody else even know about them? Unless that was a lie, because it was like the beginning of the game I was told that, and well, she lies a lot. Obviously, the amount was simply too insufficient for Lobotomy Corporation's energy needs. Our singularity is not that we produce energy from the abnormalities. Rather, it is the ability to create abnormalities themselves. Yep, there we are. So Black Forest, that's like its own place. Wasn't that destroyed because of the Apocalypse Bird? I should actually read up on that, I can. Pretty sure all of them fucking destroyed it though. Their intentions were noble. Till they destroyed their home. Their forms were incomplete because they came from a forgotten place. We were scared of them because they were incomplete. It is because of that terror that they have been sealed underground. However, abnormalities are part of the seed. That's what I meant by possibility. The seed is not something that can be made in just a day, or be created on its own. We realized that if we want to fix a broken system, we couldn't just sit around in a sunny spot, waiting for the clouds to part. So what the fuck is the seed? The seed of light? What is it? Is it something meant to fix humanity? Because it was kind of like, yeah, y'all doing fucking nothing. Whatever it is, it goes against the head's ideals because that's the whole purpose of this place, is my general guess. What should we do after planting the seeds, you ask? We can't control the entire process, but we have to leave them to sprout on their own. Aren't we allowed that much hope at least? Oh god, it's you again. Erstwhile, who uses that word? Who? The world in which you stayed was once luminous. There was the sun and the moon, and also the clouds and winds that floated around them. It was a world of light, so to speak. But you couldn't stay there. You were robbed of innumerable things. You lived with a broken heart, clinging to the void where pieces of your heart used to be. No one could understand your pain, nor embrace you. Eternal loss dominated you. I was one of the thieves who robbed you of countless things. Yeah, a lot of lives actually. A shit ton of them. While I was at the top of the world, I watched you and looked down on your struggle. Not just you. I have seen many others that struggle. Those attempts were no less futile than an insect writhing. All I had to do was simply stomp on them a couple of times. Oh, so when you say struggle, you mean like trying to go against the head, I take it? But among them, there were some who would grit their teeth and climb up, dragging their broken bodies. It seemed that this was going to be another fun little trip, so I would drink a cup of tea before leaving with light steps. But as you can see, an unexpected encounter with the red mist got the best of me. Yeah, it should be your ass. Who? And then you inflicted as much suffering upon me as I to you. Did you not? Yeah, and you fucking deserve it. You're familiar with how to break the mind without utilizing torture or violence. After everything was done, you gathered up every little bit of what was left of my humanity, and you threw them into this pit until even my spirit soured and rotted. Maybe you told yourself that I deserved worse than that. Therefore, you're an upholder of justice who has defeated the evil, no? Then I must ask, why is that grand and righteous upholder standing here making himself out as a prisoner like I? And what happened with that coward? The one who with fear averted his gaze from my dying one. What the fuck are you even talking about? What happened with that coward? The one who with fear averted his gaze from my dying... Oh, your dying gaze. Why is he down here suffering the same punishment as I am? We talking about B? Talking about B, boy? Pretty sure we're talking about B. See, there cannot be a sight more satisfying than this for me. Is this all that idealism of hers came to be? You drag down your heroine with your own hands. Do you truly believe that your duty completes itself just for shedding tears at the funeral of the innocent? Well, you never even let their bodies rest in peace. Ironically, you found a hope in all this misery. The raw material of the bucket, and the path to the river of all. Out of her, you made the bucket, and you started to send it down into the wells of the people. The bucket arises from the well of a person, filled with the water that can only be drawn by that person. An ancient fount that has been flowing at the bottom, even before the birth of the world. Now it simply is drawn, regardless of the consent of the person. When the bucket that holds the faded ideal of hers comes in contact with the ego of another person, a certain change occurs. Okay, what's the change? Maybe it's difficult to understand only by listening. Let me slap the fuck out of what are you doing? How about this? I could show you one of her miracles. It's taxing, but for you I'll gladly do it. The people selected long ago are awaiting their turns. I bring them here according to the register. Let me introduce one to you. This one is nameless. He has nothing left, for he has abandoned all that he is a long time ago. For him, things like the remnants of the past or the pain of the present don't matter. He only stares into the future. Did you dream well? Yes, you finally dream for as long as you want, one that you will never wake up from. The employees will inject him with Cogito soon. What river flows in you? What world lies in you? There are as many worlds as there are people. Discovering them is rather fun. I'm not onomatopoeing that shit. You get that smirk off your face, dog. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. No one must see this. That is why they adjust the level of cogito according to my orders, keeping their eyes and ears covered. So what the fuck does cogito even do? Well, it was something to manifest the human psyche, right? But what does that mean? Nobody should make direct eye contact with the drawn. But I can never dare to look away from him or to close my eyes, no matter how unbearable it may be. In the eyes of the drawn, there are the abysses that only I can endure. And there are the things that shouldn't exist in this world. This is the punishment that you've obligated me to endure. A normal person would have gotten mad thousands of times over if they had to put up with all this. Thanks to you, I cannot even be graced with insanity or loss, or lose my mind. All I can do is capture all of it with my eyes. Now, we wait. Will it rise anew? Or is it destined to be stuck in this pillar and spend eternity with me down in this place? We just need a little more time to find out. Now, do you finally realize what all these pillars contain? Well, consider yourself lucky today. At times, when the level of cogito was adjusted inadequately, Some things that shouldn't exist come up as fragments. How funny that I say this, but they're like an adverse reaction that has its price for doing something unspeakable to a human being. The bucket can rise with some impurities mixed in with what we usually drop, such as the abyss within humanity, the subconscious, and all kinds of possibilities. From the past, from the present, even from the future, all kinds of beings that have existed and will exist in this world. Given that they're outside our dominion, there's nothing we could do to govern them. They float around aimlessly, resonating with the abnormalities and manifesting themselves in front of us when the moment comes. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, when she said that, I was like, wait, hold on, Ordeals? So Cogito, in the wrong levels, creates Ordeals. Goddamn. Thankfully, they react to the Qlipoth deterrence, so it can put them to sleep like the abnormalities. But that's all we're able to do. Yes, as you've learned, extracting abnormalities is my job. But creating them is Carmen's, whom you buried a long time ago. She is the mother of all abnormalities that have existed in this facility, and all of... I'm thinking way too much, I can't even read. And of all that will emerge in the future. Tell me, how do you feel now that you know those abnormalities that you faced above were part of these pillars? It's an agonizing sight to confront, but it doesn't matter to you. Not at all. Or am I wrong? No, it doesn't matter. So Carmen made them, but... I mean, there's a purpose behind them, right? The energy that we're making. Fucking God knows where it's going. After all, erasing your memories and running away from here as if nothing had happened is your age-old specialty. Complete the day with every abnormality currently within the... What? What do you mean by that? Like, no shit they would be in the facility. Do you mean not have them leave? I'm very confused. But I'll go with I'll get it done. Whatever the fuck it is. So, Carmen made all abnormalities. I'll take that. Ever occur with it? Oh, okay, but you didn't finish it at maximum observation? Yeah, I'm done. The new ones I have are supposed to go there, but I haven't exactly upped it, so yeah, no, done. So Cogito makes Ordeals. We have a melting pot of people down there for whatever other reason. And they end up making Ordeals? Why are we making Ordeals? That seems like a really shit idea. Well, I think it's because we're doing experiments on Cogito. Goddamn, okay. I'll understand it. When I finish Ben's thing, I think I'll probably rewatch it all, but I'll understand it, hopefully. Alright, so slight problem. That says 0 out of 1. But I double, triple, etc. checked everything. They're all at the very least level 4. However, that one wasn't at max level when I started up the day, so I had to fix that. And that one, for whatever other reason, I didn't have the escape information, probably because it couldn't even escape, so I didn't care to net it. But, fuck. Oh yeah, that's right, the manual. I fucking forgot about the thing's existence. Yeah, I should have everyone's shit. Problem being, it still says 0 out of 1. So I'm gonna continue on with the days because I have enough. So I'm gonna hope that this triggers right at the end, and if it doesn't, hopefully it triggers for the next day. If not, I'm fucked. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If not, I'm just out. Yeah, I'm just fucked actually. Yeah.